Why are you still doing the 21 cards trick? Let me show you an easy magic trick with a coin and a pen. Let's go. Welcome to my channel where you can learn magic and cardistry. Since the last video, we just hit 4,000 watch hours. I know it's not much, but that means that I am now YouTube partner. That means I can finally look forward to my $2 per month passive income. Now, what you're about to learn is called the French drop. It is an essential in coin magic, and it is probably the simplest way to make a coin vanish like this and make it reappear right there. Now, if you want to learn this, grab yourself a coin, grab yourself a pen, and we're going to learn it right now. So for this, you'll need a coin and a pen. For your pen, make sure that it has a cap if you want to do the full routine. And as for your coin, any coin works really, but I have a preference with larger coins. So in this case, I'm using a $50. You can also use a dollar coin as well, but I think most people will prefer the $50 or a quarter. So that's it. That's all you need to start. Now, before we get into the routine, we're going to put the pen away because we're going to focus on the French drop. What you're going to do is you're going to take the coin in your dominant hand, in this case, my right hand, and you're actually going to take the coin, okay? I want you to practice to take the coin for real because that is what we're trying to mimic here, okay? We're trying to mimic the action of taking the actual coin. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because when we learn sleight of hand, it happens so often that we focus too much on the method that we forget how it looks naturally. So just by actually taking the coin, that's going to help a lot. Now look in the mirror, remember how it feels, and you'll know that this is exactly what you're going for. Now let's get into the actual move, the French drop. You're going to go and grab the coin like this, and as soon as your fingers cover the coin, you're actually gonna release the grip so that the coin falls, and it actually would fall right here in the crease right here. Now you don't want it to fall in your palm like this. If that happens, it means that you are too high, like your angle too high. So shift your angle from there all the way down here, just so that it's enough to fall in your finger palm position. This is actually called the finger palm, okay? Now the finger palm, what it should look like is the coin is balanced in the crease here, and you can actually do the finger palm sideways like this. It should not look too forced, okay? It should not look like you're actually holding something. It should be relaxed. It should actually look exactly like how you would rest your hands naturally. So in this case, my hands would look like this. That should be how your finger palm should look. So in this case, I completely relax my hand like this, and I put the coin there. That should be my finger palm. I add just a little bit of pressure with my ring finger, and that should be what the finger palm looks like. Now make sure that there are no windows. The cracks here, we call those windows. Make sure that your fingers are also closed just enough, but just make sure that you don't look like you're holding something or you're not forcing anything. It should be very delicate, okay? So that is the finger palm. What you're gonna do is you're gonna bring your thumb right under your fingers, cover it, and as you cover it, this falls in finger palm. Your left hand will pretend to take the coin, and then after a moment, you're gonna start relaxing. Right? So you're gonna give it some time to show that there's nothing there anymore. The coin should be here. You should be looking at this hand as well. And then you can start relaxing with the other hand. You're going to do the gesture to make the coin vanish. And you're gonna make the coin reappear by pushing it with your thumb. So like this. So in this case, I wanna make it reappear right there. Like this. So once again, I'm going to take it like this, make it completely vanish, and then make it reappear right there. Here are two mistakes, okay? As soon as you take the coin, I don't want you to close your hand. This is a natural reflex when you first learn how to do the French drop. You close your hand to hide the fact that you have the coin. Well, this will only give it away. You don't want to close your hands too quickly because you also want to show this space right here. You want to show that the coin is no longer here. This is a very visual image. The coin is no longer in this space. When you're comfortable with your French drop, what you can do is this little flare right here. This, and then you can take the coin to make it reappear. So what happens is that you're just spinning it between your thumb and your middle finger. So your first finger is there, pulls it like this, and then you can take it. And that's it, just a little added flare right there. As a beginner, you're most likely going to experience this. When you take a coin and you make it vanish, the first thing that people might think is that the coin is probably somewhere else, and that somewhere else is in the other hand, okay? So that is why I would avoid waiting too long before you make the other coin reappear. But also, the pen is actually a great solution for beginners. So what you're going to do is after you do the French drop, you're going to take the pen as if it was a magic wand. So when you're holding something such as a wand or a pen, the act of concealing an object feels a lot less suspicious because you're holding something else already, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to do the French drop like this. You're going to take the pen. So now your coin is in finger palm, but you're holding the pen, and then you can go to make the coin vanish. So after you make it vanish, what you can do is you can show that both hands are empty. You're right now in finger palm, and from the front, this is what they should see. They shouldn't see this, they should see this right here. So when you're doing this, it really feels like you're showing both of your hands empty. What you're gonna do now is you're gonna transfer the pen to the other hand, and immediately you're gonna grab the cap like this, okay? So you're gonna uncap it, make sure you don't expose the coin by lifting it too high. Now you're gonna take the cap, you're gonna look at the pen, and you're gonna look inside the cap, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna dump the coin in your hand, in your other hand, as if it came from the little hole in the cap. So let's do it again. We're gonna take the coin like this, and with the pen, we're gonna make it vanish. Now, let's see what happens. We're gonna take the cap here, okay? And you'll see it actually appears from the cap. And that is the coin and pen routine. I hope that you enjoyed learning the French drop, and before you actually go out and perform, be sure to practice. Practice, practice, practice. Coin magic is not forgiving, so be sure to practice in front of the mirror. Be sure to practice on video. Video is actually a great way to practice because you can actually see yourself in the recording and fix whatever that needs to be fixed, whatever that doesn't feel natural. I also noticed that 90% of you are currently not subscribed to my channel, so be sure to hit subscribe and the bell notification. Now through this channel, I'm hoping to build a library of pretty decently produced tutorials geared towards beginners. My intent in sharing this type of content is for you to build a solid foundation for your journey into learning magic and not just straight up exposing magic.
Magic exposure. Master magician.
That is because back when I started magic, which was on YouTube around 14-15 years ago, I had to navigate through so many crappy tutorials, so I don't want you to go through what I went through.
Leave a comment below. Tell him to start working more. Do more, Bao.
Yes, I'm really trying. So what else would you like to learn? Let me know in the comments below, and I hope to see you in the next video. In the meantime, you can watch my other ones, all right? I'll see you next time. Peace! You're probably at the end screen now, so you can hit subscribe here. And here there should be some videos and playlists for you to watch because there's some pretty good ones there. I highly recommend it. Yeah. So thanks for sticking around, by the way. Watch time is an important metric, so thank you. Yeah, you're a real one. Thank you. All right, you can go now. Was I even recording? Oh yeah, I was. Okay, good.